Yo guys, Vision here bringing you some more Call of Duty Warzone content as we are now well into Black Ops 7 and look forward to the new Battle Royale Warzone map which is releasing in Season 2, known as Avalon, which is the current endgame map that we have in today's game. Now today's video I have a competitive series for you guys, a Resurgence kill race consisting of me and 3 other players across multiple maps, and we'll talk about all of Black Ops 7 in itself in this video, so sit back, stay tuned, and let's get right into it. So first things first, as a general overview of the video, I want to discuss the purpose of the content, the Warzone overview, the Apocalypse Master Camera grind, the structure and format of these kill races, any history or comparisons of this map in itself versus other Resurgence maps, the direction of Warzone and where it's going in Black Ops 7, competitive gameplay, the results of this series, and what's going to come next in this future series in itself. So first things first, the purpose of this episode, and I guess for this content, is that I want to continue playing Warzone. Since getting the Apocalypse Master Camo, which is a guide that I've created separately on the channel, which is linked in the description in case you guys are interested and want to know anything more about that. Since getting that, I haven't really played a whole lot of this map or just Warzone in itself, but I thought Haven's Hollow is such a good map. Personally, we'll get into the ranking in a minute on how I feel about this map. I actually genuinely think this is one of the best Resurgence maps they've ever made, and I feel like because of that, it deserves to be on the channel in some way or another. I am a competitive player, I'm a Warzone player, I create content for Warzone and have done for a while now, and it's a big part of this series that I want to continue playing this in some sort of fashion. And because I've been playing a lot of Black Ops 7 lately in terms of competitive gameplay, if you guys are new and you haven't seen, I've been uploading competitive gameplay of series that I've been hosting with my friends. I am very lucky and fortunate to know multiple friends who play this game at a high level, and we can play S&D, Respawn, or Warzone at a very high level. Of course, high level being relative to the fact that none of us are streamers, we are full-time workers, we don't play this game for a living, and we play the game at a pretty high level. We have, albeit, played it for a long period of time, so some expectations that you should deliver high kill games anyways, but nonetheless, I digress. The purpose of this really is that I basically have been playing a lot of comp. I decided after our little weekend tournament that we just played, which was a 2v2 and 4v4, that I asked a couple of friends, are you guys available on this day to play a 3v3 kill race, which is what the initial intention was for this series. However, on the day of playing this tournament, we decided there was 4 of us on early, about an hour before the tournament was going to, or the series or the kill race was going to kick off. Let's go into a 2v2 one and try it out. It just so turned out that it was the sweatiest day of Warzone I played in forever. This was no different than playing a ranked game. Like, this literally felt the exact same as my Crimson lobbies and Iridescent lobbies that I've had in the past on Resurgence, and this did not feel fun whatsoever. So we decided to call it a day after about 4 or 5 maps, because no matter where we landed, and you'll see throughout, I'm not just complaining for the sake of it. For the most part, I did hold my own. Like, I did drop like 15 to 20 kills roughly here and there on pretty much all games that played out, but there were some games where we just pretty much died right at the start, and after the 3rd or 4th time, I think, or 4th or 5th game, we pretty much all unanimously agreed that this just isn't worth playing, and that is saying a lot, especially when you consider that we've literally been playing S&D and Respawn against one another at a fairly high level. If you haven't seen the content, go check it out. We play S&D at a pretty high level in itself. For, like I said, for non-streamer level, that is pretty good gameplay, and we're all trying to learn the ropes. But at the end of the day, we're still been playing Black Ops 7. We're still pretty hot on the sticks, and even these lobbies are just not fun. They're unbearable with the SBMM in this game right now. It's just not fun, and I can't stand to play this any longer. So the rant is over. The point of this episode is that I want to continue creating content, but at the same time, the purpose of this, the initial intention, was to have a kill race, and it was unsuccessful to say the least. But of course, at the end of the day, I still want there to be Warzone content on this channel. We did still attempt it and give it a go, and I thought it'd be still worth uploading and giving an update on where we're at in terms of Warzone, what's to come on the channel, and also just in future in Warzone in itself, with regards to Season 2, Avalon, and me playing that and going forward with rank play, all of these sort of things which we'll go over in this video. So just as itself for this series, the purpose was to do a best of 5 or a 5-game kill race between me and my friend versus the other 2 friends in this lobby. So all 4 of us are a group of friends, and it was effectively going to be the highest kills as a combined duo across 5 games would pretty much win. However, there was a little caveat as well, because winning placement does also matter, meaning if you and your teammate in the 4s would basically fall out early and didn't come back due to the Resurgence because it was closed, and the other duo you're playing against goes on to win the game, they would get X amount of points extra equivalent to kills. So if that is confusing to understand, I apologize. I can break it down a bit better next time. But for the purpose of this, basically 1 kill is obviously worth 1 point, and if you get first, for example, you would get 10. If you come third, you get like 5, and if you come top 5, you get 3 points equivalent to kills. So effectively, if you also got outslayed but you somehow still managed to win those games where your other two in the team didn't, then you would effectively get better points and placement points for placing further or going further in your games. The idea of this is because not everyone is as fast paced or the best player at getting all of the kills. They're not the best slayers. Like, I'm pretty much gifted with being able to get the highest kills in pretty much all of my games. I'm not the best out there, that's not what I'm saying, but pretty much every time I play, no matter who's in my squad, I typically do top frag, and that's just because I play this game a lot, and I naturally am gifted, like I said, with the ability to rack up a lot of kills. Whether I steal kills or whether I'm just naturally good, I don't really care. At the end of the day, the bottom line is, in kill races, I tend to just do better, and just generally playing Warzone, I tend to rack up a lot more kills than the next person, and that is something that I absolutely pride myself on, and something I wanted to share, and of course, I want to be proud of course, at the end of the day, because we all play games for a living. It's not an ego thing to be proud of, it's just naturally being good at something does make you feel better, and it is something that is worth talking about, of course, if we're talking about a competitive kill race, a series where we're competing against my friends, and your choice of landing zone and where you jump out on the plane route and what type of loadout you're playing with, all of these things are factors which I've gone over in a previous episode or previous videos in terms of Warzone, high kill gameplay, best landing spots, stuff like that, best loadouts. I've gone over this in previous episodes on the channel already for Warzone content, so you guys aren't aware that is best ways to actually improve your way of getting high kill games, in case anyone, of course, is new, interested in getting better at getting more kills and so on. But the structure of the format is pretty good. Like I said, the experience of playing in this kill race environment wasn't great. SBMM just feels too out of whack. Coming to Warzone without really playing it much, and then having to play against these people that are literally in Crimson or Iridescent lobbies on a consistent basis is just not entertaining. It's not fun, and therefore we didn't want to continue playing it. So we only played a handful of games. But the comparison, I would say, of this map and ranking Haven's Hollow in itself, I genuinely do think, and I know this might be controversial, but this could be the second best Resurgence map that they've ever made, behind the likes of Rebirth. Like, I think Vondel and Fortune's Keep were really good, and I think they definitely stand up there. I personally really liked Area 99 as well last year, so that was actually in my top 3 as well. And of course, there are so many different varying factors that change your opinion on what makes a map better, and that is up for you guys. But of course, let me know down below, guys, in the comments. I am truly interested on what you think the best map is, and also how do you feel about Haven's Hollow? Is this a good one? Is there issues that you guys want to talk about and address? What do you guys think of this in terms of high kill gameplay and just in itself with it, how it plays through? I genuinely think it plays out really well. I also loved Liberty Falls last year in the zombie grind. I went for Nebula, and that of course is a big part of what this map is, so it does feel somewhat familiar for me as well. So I think that maybe has a hindrance or sort of an influence into my opinion in liking this even more. But for competitive gameplay, I think it plays out really well. I think in terms of high kill games, if the games weren't so sweaty all the way throughout, then this would be more entertaining. But in itself, I would say it is a really good experience. I wanted it on the channel. Like I said, it feels unjustified to not have this map on the channel for someone that creates Warzone and Call of Duty Black Ops 7 content. It just needed to be on here. And what's to come in more, I do hope that in the new map, we're going to play either Verdansk for a next kill race, and of course for the new Avalon map when that comes out, we are definitely going to be grinding that one out. And of course for ranked play when that eventually returns to Warzone, I'm going to try and get back to Iridescent level, because in the last series we got to Crim 3 and the season changed and then we didn't eventually get there. So I'm still bummed out about that, and I really want to prove my worth and get back to Iri. We got to literally like 9,760 SR, I think it was, and then the season just ran out. I didn't play the game enough, and I really should have. It took a grind. It was difficult. I'm not saying it was easy, but eventually at the end of the day, it came down to playtime. And if you don't play enough, you pretty much can't get to Iri unless you are super keen, super like playing the game, getting high win streaks with multiple people, or of course you're cheating, which a lot of people are unfortunately in this game. But as for the results of this little mini kill race, it's worth obviously talking about. In game 1, myself and my friend ended up getting 21 total kills on Rebirth, with our friends only getting 15, which means we were up 6 going into game 2. Now game 2 was actually poor. I decided to land at Barn with my friend in my duo. We died pretty quick. I think we got a kill each, or we barely got a kill. I think I got his kill because it got self-revived. Anyways, we ended up getting 3 total kills and then falling out, and the same thing happened with our other duo that we were facing against. They fell out with 0 kills. The game ended literally within 3 minutes or 2 minutes, and we only got 3 kills versus 0, which is pretty poor. It's really poor, but as you can see, this is the sort of level we were coming across. Like, fast starts just weren't working, and anywhere we tried to regain just wasn't working either. And all the way throughout this video, you would have seen that at certain points it was just pretty chaotic. There was no time to breathe. There was no time to get a loadout. Anything that normally you should have time to do just wasn't falling into place. And then going into game 3, we ended up getting another 22 kill game versus their 17. So overall, we ended up winning the 3-game kill race 46-32. It was not a success by any means, as you can see, but I did end up holding my own. I ended up getting 15 in the first game, 3 is the only in the second game, and then 18 in the third game, getting the most amount of kills throughout all of the lobbies. As I said earlier in the video, it's something that I've naturally been able to do and just been gifted with, so very fortunate for it. But in summary, this was the second video of hopefully many more kill races that I'll host and share with you guys on this channel, a series that I'm super excited to add to for various different reasons going forward and and as we've discussed throughout, and hopefully I'll inspire you guys to take part in your own or play online versus other teams, or even comment down below your Activision IDs if you guys want to play against me and my friends in a head-to-head 2v2 or of course 4v4 kill race. But with that said, if you've enjoyed the video, as always, don't forget to like and subscribe as it massively helps me out. I am a small creator and I want to continue creating content for Warzone and other games. If you have any suggestions on any upcoming videos that you want to see on the channel, or games that you'd like me to host a throwback 24 or other kill races, let me know down below, guys, in the comments as well, and I'll get right back to you. I'm VisionSGen. Hope you enjoyed the video and found this useful, and I'll see you in the next one.